everybody, Krista Kitsune here, and today we are going to be playing Crystal Caves, as you can see. When we played this last time, I still had my old computer, so I'm basically going to be starting over from the beginning, and work our way to the end of the video, or end of the game. There's like a set amount of levels, and if you get through them all, then you win the game. But before I do that, you probably hear the noise coming to my left over here, or right over here. I've got some babies to show you. I'm going to show them off first, and then I'm going to pause the video and then put them back because they're still kind of young. They don't need to be away from mama or daddy too long. So I got one here that's a little talker. He likes to make a lot of noise. But I got 3 little babies in here, in this box, just like I did the last group. They're all going to be grayish and blue, white, gray, blue, like Munchkin was, and like Lucky was. So you need to get off of your sibling. So I named them today, and I'm going to give you their names and show them off according to age, because there's, you know, the oldest one, and then the middle one, and then the youngest one. And they're just climbing all over each other. They're cluster-flucking over here. You're going to be on camera for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's the first one. This one's the oldest one. He's pretty chill. Huh. That's his body. I don't know what their genders are yet. They're still too young to be sexed. So this one's name is Nugget. Just because my friend kept calling them little chicken nuggets. So this one's name is Nugget, and he's all fuzzy in the butt, just like all the other ones. The talky one is the youngest one, so I'll put him in there last. The middle one here, this one is Dumpling. He's a little bit grayer than the first one. And this is Dumpling. Hello, Dumpling. Hello. Say hello. And then the last one, which is the talky baby, he's got a little boo-boo on his wing. I have no idea how it happened. It must have happened when he came out of the egg. But it's like kind of crusted over, and it's healing. It's not as bad as it looked before. But the talky one, that's the bad baby. That's the one that's making all the noise. Come on, get up here. It's alright, you're fine. And this one here is Nibbles. He keeps making all that noise. He doesn't like being out here, I guess. He actually doesn't like being out in general. He likes being with mom and daddy. He's quiet when he's with mom and daddy, but when he's out and about, he likes to make noise. So that's the babies. They're in this box, like that. So now that I showed them off and showed off their names and everything, or told you their names, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and then we'll get right into playing some of the Crystal Caves. And like I said, we'll have to start over again because new computer, the save files I don't think are here. If they are, that's great. If not, then we have to start over. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now you don't hear no baby chirping. Yeah, the youngest one for some reason doesn't like being out and about. He's kind of like how Momo was when he was a baby. Anytime I held him or anything like that, he made noise. As soon as I put him down, put him back with mom and dad, shut right up. Same thing with the baby now. I put Nibbles back in the box with mom and daddy, close the lid, shut right up. So he's gonna be another Momo. So now we got I spent all that time showing off babies. We don't have as much time to play the game. So the only thing that I can think of is check to see if there's a save game. If there's not, is there? Oh, well, cool. That's awesome. We have a saved game. Because I was thinking that we would have to start over from scratch, but apparently we don't have to, so that's awesome. So when I transferred it over, because I did have to transfer it over, I had to transfer it over from my old computer. I just took like the files and stuff and moved it over to my new computer. So some of the things that I did that to worked, where I could access older files and stuff. Let's see if I can remember what the buttons are. Okay, I don't have any bullets, so that's a problem. Jump is shift, or control rather. Okay, so we have this level down here. So let's see what this one is. I don't remember what the levels are by heart anymore. I used to play this game all the fucking time when I was a kid. And I didn't know until later that there was cheat codes and stuff. There are 2 cheat codes. There is one that gives you Hercules, or it's actually like you put Zeus in the damn it. I'm not doing very well. You put Zeus, I think, in. You just type out Zeus, and it gives you like invincibility. And then I think if you put I'm like blanking right now. I'm just like, I'm trying to play the game and think at the same time, which is not doing very good. If you hit Zeus, or type out Zeus, I think it gives you invincibility. If you type X, X as in the word X, or the letter X, TRA, then you get unlimited firepower, I think. And then the unlimited firepower makes it so you don't have to. And I'm gonna die. No? Okay, good. It freezes them so I don't have to worry about them killing me. Okay, now I can escape. Don't have to worry about the eggs or anything. I just have to worry about getting to the exit without dying. Because that dinosaur type thing will takes more than one hit, and it runs when it sees you. Haha. Okay, so that level is finished. We didn't do the level over there, and there's a level. Okay, we got all those levels down there. There's like a couple of them in this game that I don't particularly like. And these are the easy levels, let me tell you. This version of the game is super, super easy. There's 3 different games. This just happens to be number 1. And I didn't know that there was multiple games until later. And then when I downloaded them and started playing them, it was like, good lord. And I thought this game was hard. But what's funny though is when I was a kid, I thought this game was hard. I complained because it was, you know, difficult. Some of the levels were harder to get through than others, obviously. Come on, get through the hole. There we go. Some levels were easier than others, obviously, but when I'm like talking gibberish right now. I'm not even talking sense. Which happens when I'm playing games that I actually have to concentrate on. If I'm playing a game that I don't necessarily have to concentrate doing, I can talk better. When I'm trying to concentrate and not die in a game, then I tend to get tunnel vision on the game and then forget to talk. So I apologize for that. Okay, so when I was younger, I don't even remember when I got this game or whatever. It just was there. And I was playing the game. And there were some levels that I liked and some levels that I didn't like, because some of them were harder than others. So when it got to the point where I was like seriously pissed off because, you know, as a kid, if something doesn't happen right away. Where did I miss some? Up here? Back up here? Nope. Almost landed in those spikes. And there's falling rocks, so... Am I supposed to get back up there then? Back up here? Okay. Oh, almost lost it again. Those rocks are like pain in my ass. So where did I miss some jewels then? I don't remember missing any. I thought I got them all. I mean, apparently not, but I don't remember missing any. And the other one, and I won't be able to get back up there now because it's gravity! Oh, right here. That's who I missed. Right the fuck here. Let's see if I can cheat it a little bit because... No, I can't. I can't cheat! Well, I can't play this game anymore because I missed those two, things before, so the only thing to do is die and start over again. That's the bad part about some of these levels, is they're unforgiving. I mean, it's an unforgiving game anyway because you've got falling rocks that are going to fall on your head if you're not careful, etc, etc. I guess I can't jump on it if it's off. But a lot of DOS games back in the day, they made things like unforgiving. I was watching Game Grumps a while back play those King Quest games, and the King Quest games are like, they will fuck you up. I mean, not fuck you up like literally, but like, or they will fuck with you, kind of. Like, there'll be like one teensy little thing that you could forget to do in the game and end up having that be the only reason why you're not finishing the game. One of the things that I noticed was, like, if you didn't save a certain character at one point of the game, you couldn't finish the game because that character helps you. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. That particular character helps you out later in the game. So if you don't save them, well, what it was is that there's a cat that goes after a mouse in the game, and it's like a quick time action that you have to scat the cat away from the mouse before the mouse gets eaten. If the mouse gets eaten, then the mouse isn't there to save you at the end when it uses its teeth to gnaw on some ropes or something. And if you don't do that, then you can't get saved at the end. So basically you have to start all the way over again from that point, play it over again, and yeah. So I learned that a lot of older DOS games, especially Sierra games, are very unforgiving like that. And games nowadays are nothing like that. There are so many save points and save files and all that kind of stuff, to where if you type that stuff or any kind of game, I mean, some of them are harder than others. I'm not saying that games are all super easy now. There are games out there that are still frustrating and as hell, and make you want to punch a wall. But there are games that, I guess a good example is like, okay, Pokemon. When Pokemon first came out, it was for like Game Boy, the Game Boy games. When the first Pokemon game ever came out, it was difficult because, well, it's not like super hard. I mean, it just took a lot of grinding, basically. But that's the thing, was it was a lot of grinding, and the XP share that you get was you put it on one Pokemon, and anytime you fought something, only that one Pokemon got experience. So if you wanted to level up your Pokemon, you had to like put the weaker Pokemon up front, let that one get into the battle first, and then switch it out for something that was stronger. You had to do that with every Pokemon you wanted to get, and you had to grind a lot, you know, go battle other trainers, which was like a one-time only thing. And then also you had to go and go through like grass and kill other Pokemon. So there was a lot of grinding in the first like Pokemon, but then they got to the point where it was like, okay, well, that's a little bit, you know, too much. So then they changed it to where now the XP share does all the Pokemon. So if you turn it on, it like gives experience to every Pokemon that's in your party, which I think is kind of like lame, in my opinion. This is one of the levels that I don't like, by the way. This is one of the levels I hated as a kid, because you have to time it right when it comes to these stupid douchebag minecarts. And the spider guys, they're douchey too. But anyway, so Pokemon, okay, I was there, like, when the first Pokemon games came out. I was, like, I had the first Pokemon game, I played the Pokemon game, and it was fun, but it was time-consuming. And that's what a lot of people, I don't think, like about Pokemon, essentially, is because of the time-consuming, at least the older ones. The older ones are super time-consuming. Unless, I mean, eventually there was an exploit about Pokemon where you could, like, get missing no and then basically get a umpty-million rare candies and bump up your team to level 100, and then you could wreck face. But before people found out about the exploit, it was grindy AF. And I think they had to change that because not a lot of people wanted to do the ultra grind sessions just to get through the game. In the later versions of Pokemon, I noticed, when I was playing Moon and Sun, I found that it was very hand-holdy. As I was playing, it was so, like, as I was playing it, I felt like it concentrated too much on, like, oh, this is where you need to go, this is what you need to do, and they, like, basically showed you where you needed to go, right? They didn't, like, they didn't let you figure it out for yourself. And that's what kind of made me sad, I guess. Because I'm like, okay, well, this is way too, like, okay, I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to show you everything that you need to do. And when I was playing the one before that, what was the one before that? Oh, it was the remake of Alpha, or Sapphire and Ruby. I got Alpha Sapphire. And I was playing it, and I was like, they made you get Latias. And they made you get Rayquaza. So you had to get those Pokemon whether you wanted them or not. Because I actually, the first time, I killed Rayquaza. And then they were like, oh, sorry, you killed it, so we need to start over again and let you actually catch it. So that kind of pissed me off because, I mean, having Rayquaza is fine, but having you, I mean, I figured it was because it was a storyline based off of the dragon, thing. But still, to make you have to catch a rare Pokemon, you would have to spend a lot of money on balls to ensure that you get the damn thing in the first place. I went through so many balls. I had like Ultra Balls, and I think I had a bunch of Ultra Balls and I had a bunch of like regular Pokeballs. I think it was actually finally a regular Pokeball that caught it. But still, it was the whole like you have to catch them to finish the storyline. So, and then they just gave you, well, they didn't actually give you Latias. They just gave you a whistle to where you could ride on its back. And to play the animation every single time you blew the whistle to jump on its back was kind of annoying. But other than that, it was a good game. I mean, they just like updated it with better graphics, which is fine. The storyline was pretty much the same. They just added, a few new things. So that's fine. But the thing is get back to where the Pokemon games are kind of challenging, and you have to figure things out for yourself, and not have them just handed to you, because that's just kind of like, okay, we're gonna take your hand and we're gonna lead you through this Pokemon game. That's not what we want. Or that's not what I wanted. I wanted a challenge. I didn't want something that was super, super hard that was going to make me throw my game across the wall, or to the wall, and I didn't want a game that was so fluff and hand-holdy that it made me not appreciate the game anymore. And I'm like preaching to you guys, and you probably don't even give a shit, but the reason why I kind of like stopped playing and went off on a tangent is because my timer went off and it's time to end the game. But if you agree with me, like if you played either Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon, sadly I got to beat the Elite Four, but I didn't get to end the like I finished the game essentially. Like I beat the Elite Four and I was considered the champion, but there was like some extra stuff at the end that I didn't get to do because my 3DS broke and I wasn't able to replace it, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on at the end of the game, because there was some extra side quest stuff that I would have done if my DS hadn't broke. But if you agree with me, like, do you think that if you played Pokemon Sun or Moon, or even the Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby, did you think like these latest games were kind of hand-holdy? Did they think that they were just kind of like holding your hand as you played the game? Not so much with Alpha or Omega. It was more with the latest one. It was just super like, okay, we're going to, you need to go here, and then they like zoom into the area that you needed to go to, and then like they just showed you everywhere you had to go. You couldn't explore it for yourself because they already like basically like the best part of those kind of games is if you didn't ever see like screenshots or walkthroughs or anything like that, you didn't know what the towns or the trails or whatever looked like until you got there. But like with the Moon and Sun, well, I just played Moon, I didn't play the other one, but at least with Moon, I mean it's the same game, but when I played Moon, they like, okay, you need to go to this town, and like zoom in on the town, and you could see the town, and then it shows you it on the map where it's at. So it's like, okay, this is what it looks like, and this is where it is. Go there, and then finish, continue your quest. I'm sorry I'm getting on the tangent, but if you agree with me about this latest Pokemon game, leave a comment below and like tell me what you think. But that's gonna be the end of the video. Sorry I went on like a tangent. This video is probably way too fucking long now. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give a like, share it with your friends, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, check out the website, it's down below. I haven't actually updated too much on the website, but there's stuff there you can read. What else is there? Oh yeah, if you go over here, I still haven't figured this thing out because the camera's inverted. If you go over here, there'll be a video that YouTube suggests that you check out. You can click on that. It'll take you to a video that I've done that you haven't seen yet. Here in the middle will be my face. You can click on that. Go subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And remember, I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. I've got 85. I only need 15 more. So smash that subscribe button and become a shiny. Join the crazy family. And if you go here, in this section, there'll be a link to my merchandise store. You can get a t-shirt, tote bag, whatever floats your boat. There's 2 different designs, but the latest design, I think, would be the best one because the first one kind of fades into just certain colors. So that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see everybody next time. See you next time. I just said that. Goodbye.